I'm Chad Stewart, Vice President, Global SaaS Support Services at Spinnaker Support. At Spinnaker Support, we provide game-changing managed services that help companies have a great Salesforce environment and achieve a maximum return on investment. We play a vital role in helping all types of enterprises achieve that much sought-after Customer 360 view. Thank you for watching part 2 of this video series. If you've not seen part 1, I encourage you to watch it. Here's a quick summary of what we covered. The Salesforce ecosystem is rapidly expanding and incredibly complex. To have a great Salesforce environment where you get the best return on investment, you need talent. However, Salesforce talent is hard to find. Studies indicate that companies often fail at improving their Salesforce environment. These market conditions create what we call the Salesforce service void. So what is the Salesforce service void? As we discussed in part 1 of this video series, the Salesforce service void exists in the space between traditional support that you might get from Salesforce and services that you might get from periodic engagements with implementation providers. This graphic shows exactly what we mean by the Salesforce service void. The horizontal axis is the Salesforce customer journey through time. The vertical axis lists the needs of Salesforce customers over time, ranging from community forums and training, basic help, continuous innovation, integrations, and implementations. Salesforce does a great job with training, community forums, and basic help. But an important aspect to remember about Salesforce support is that they do not put hands on keyboards, which is our way of saying actually doing the work to fix the problem or add the feature. Salesforce support will provide you with steps on how to address a problem or add a feature, but they will not actually make the change in your environment. So it's up to the customer to actually do the work. Across the top are implementation and integration projects that are likely performed by specialized firms. Implementation projects could be something like integrating a new cloud offering into your business process. Implementation projects are resource intensive, both internally and externally, and aim to deliver an outcome in as little time as possible. As you can imagine, they're also quite expensive. And once the project is over, they leave for their next client. That team takes their knowledge of your business, your processes, your Salesforce instance, and leaves you to maintain and optimize it on your own. So in between the basic help Salesforce provides and intermittent implementation projects, the customer is responsible for all maintenance, enhancements, and innovation to their Salesforce environment. This is a massive, gaping hole of unmet needs in the Salesforce universe. That's what we call the Salesforce service void. Now, of course, some companies are staffed with talented admins and developers who do try to keep up with the updates and add functionality. But remember that in part 1 of this series, we saw from third-party research that most companies don't give themselves high marks for continuous Salesforce innovation. Why? Because there's just too much for in-house teams to keep up with, and the wealth of opportunities in the Salesforce space makes retaining top talent a challenge. Addressing the void between basic support and big implementation projects is the key to having a great Salesforce environment and to getting the most out of your investment. This is where companies fail with Salesforce. The Salesforce service void prohibits many companies from meaningfully advancing their instance of Salesforce forward. The need for consistent innovation is greater than ever. So what options do enterprises have? Well, in part 3 of this series, I'll provide guidance on how to deal with the void, maintain that vital state of continuous Salesforce innovation, and get the most from your Customer 360 platform investment. Thank you for watching this video, and please make sure you watch part 3. Interested in learning more? Contact Spinnaker Support to take your Salesforce experience to the next level.